So I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering where Fable 4 is, or what the so-called Fable next game in their franchise is going to be, when it's supposed to come out, what details they have about the game. And today we're going to be diving into an article from What If Gaming written by John Carlo. It came out on August 4th, and it's Fable 4 release date, leaks, and all we know. We haven't covered this game in about 6 months now, so I wanted to dive back into it for you guys and just see if we can find any new information about the latest Fable game that'll be coming out. It's something we've definitely been keeping on the radar. We're super excited for it. There hasn't been a Fable game really since the 360 days, so it will be interesting to see what they can do with it on the next gen consoles. So it starts off by saying on July 24th, 2020, Microsoft showed a brief Fable 4 trailer showing Albion's unique and mesmerizing world. The classic gaming franchise returns by announcing a new Fable game coming to Xbox Series X. After a decade-long hiatus, Microsoft Gaming revealed that Playground Games has been developing the next Fable game since 2020. Here's what we know about Fable 4, including its release date, leaks, and every information available. Now, if you guys don't know, Playground Games is the studio that develops and brings us the Forza Horizon series, which are awesome, fantastic-looking open-world driving games. So if it gives you any insight on what the game could possibly look like graphically, in that sort of powerhouse setting, there you go. It says Fable 4 release date. As of now, Microsoft hasn't announced a Fable 4 release date. All we know is that the game has been in development for 2 years with no apparent appearance in sight. Even the last Xbox showcase, we can at least assume that an early 2023 release is not possible, although a late 2023 or early 2024 release date might be probable. We are considering a 3 to 5 year development cycle as the usual time frame for recent games. Microsoft assured us that we would be able to play Fable 4 before Elder Scrolls 6. This is news according to IGN's interview with the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer. He describes Elder Scrolls 6's release date further out compared to Fable 4 release date. Fable 4's engine. Of course, with the game having nearly a decade-long hiatus, it's no surprise that Fable's next installment will use new and modern game engine. According to a Microsoft job posting earlier in 2021, they're looking for a software engineer at Turn 10 Studios who will be primarily working on the Forza Tech engine. The job posting also described the addition of the new feature to Forza Tech, such as a ray tracing for the next generation of consoles and expanding the engine's tool set to support open-world action games such as Fable. This description confirms that Fable 4 will use the Forza Tech, and with new technological advancements such as ray tracing, now Fable 4 platforms. Will we ever see Fable 4 on PlayStation consoles? Unfortunately, that would be a big no. Similar to how Nintendo keeps their exclusives, exclusive for Nintendo consoles. Microsoft owns the Fable series and intends to keep it exclusive to its own platforms. We will surely see Fable 4 on the Xbox Series X and S and possibly the PC in the coming months after its initial release. Now, we could see it day one. This is just a personal opinion. We could see it day one through PC Game Pass, because it is, given it's going to probably be free on Game Pass day one. Let's consider that Microsoft released Fable 3 on PC almost 6 months after an initial release date on the Xbox 360. We should also expect this time frame between the releases for the Series X and S and the PC. However, Microsoft may release the game on either platform on the same date, similar to what they did with Horizon 5. As a reminder, if you guys are enjoying the content, please be sure to smash the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing here if you guys want to stay up to date on the latest gaming news we cover, as well as just turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss uploads. So starting with the Fable 4 trailer. The trailer starts with narration and a shot of a pixie-like character looking at the sword. Alongside the sword is a skull of who seems to be the owner. The pixie continues to fly throughout the landscape while admiring a blooming flower. A frog snatches the pixie as it snacks in a seemingly comedic fashion. The camera then pans up to a kingdom in the distance and the title card Fable appears on the screen. There's not much to decipher in the trailer, as the narration only gives us a vague insight into the story that has yet to be written. There's also nothing we can say about the in-game graphics, as the trailer is entirely CGI. In hindsight, the graphics we see in the trailer may be far from what the game actually looks like. And assuming what Horizon 5 looks like, the Forza Horizon 5, it might possibly look something like that, like take the old Fable game and then just give it that kind of look overhaul. So, it'd be a pretty cool looking game. Fable4 Leaks. Please note that the leaks may not be accurate, so take them all with a grain of salt. So according to the Fable4 Leaks, this shows a tweet, and I'll put it on the screen for you guys, but looks like it's in a different language, possibly French. It's from a Twitter account called Chrono TK's leaks about Fable 4 becoming an MMO game. According to Chrono TK on Twitter, Fable 4 will be an MMO. Chrono TK further added that this information comes from reliable sources. This might be why the title card at the end of the trailer only says Fable. Also, let's not forget about the narrator in the trailer. He says specifically that your story has yet to be written. That statement means that you may be able to craft your story based on your decisions, which is typical for any Fable game. However, it could also mean that it could depend on the character you create, the factions you will engage with, etc. The possibilities leans to the rumors that the Fable 4 is an MMORPG game. Fable consists of multiple well-known developers. The game's narrative director is the lead scriptwriter for Batman Arkham Knight, environment artist for The Division 2, a level designer from Grand Theft Auto 5, The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 developer is part of Fable's combat design team. GeForce Now leak suggests that Fable 4 will be available October 12th, 2023. So having a big title like that on the Xbox being an MMO would be pretty cool, because I know on Game Pass you can play things like Black Desert Online, but those are like, again, they're good, but they're not like a first party AAA, title that Xbox will provide normally. And so maybe being an MMO could be a good thing. However, go back to just the classic Fable gameplay is always a good, safe space to stay in. I'm sure a lot of the older fans and, fans who still live and play through the games now would love just, the original experience. But there's definitely some good, information within those leaks. I'm really excited to get more information. I know with the games, there's a game thing tomorrow, or tonight, basically, from the time of recording this. There's a game fest tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be shown there. Maybe we'll see some stuff come. They just announced the Game Awards in December. I think it's December 8th. Hopefully, we always get some great trailers around that time, so hopefully we might hear something soon about that, possibly even Avowed. Xbox, you need to hurry it up. We need these games out. That's going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Leave your thoughts down below about Fable 4 and whether you prefer it to be the classic game style or if you want to prefer to have it as an MMO. Just let us know down below. I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts. If you guys did enjoy the video, as always, please be sure to smash the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing here if you guys want to stay up to date on all the latest gaming news we cover, the typical stuff. And just turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss uploads. As always, my name's Ross, and I'll see you guys in the next video.